Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you guys are well. I do want to take a second, Gemini, to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Gemini out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind the energies may reverse, so if it is resonating, Gemini, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that is just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Gemini? Gemini. All right, Gemini, you are starting out with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ace of Wands reversed and the Nine of Swords. So you're worried about something here. There's a lot of anxiety. It may have to do with returning to a connection that you had previously ended here. I do see you going either returning or somebody returning back to you with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And I also feel like for some of you, you may be unable to walk away from a current situation in order to start something new. There's something that's preventing you from moving forward the way you want to. For those of you that are in that situation, there's this new beginning that's trying to happen, but there's something you have to walk away from first. And I feel like you're worried about it. You feel that you don't have the clarity that you need in the situation. I do feel like there's been a sense of losing sleep, a sense of having to wait and being anxious about that. There's a lack of clarity. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Gemini's energy. All right, we have the Star card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, this person is hoping, there's a sense of hoping that you're going to come towards them. This person is very hopeful about you. They're holding back their feelings and emotions. I'm really getting for the majority of the Geminis that I'm speaking to here, there is this sense of a new beginning that's trying to start, but it's being held back. It's being, inhibited for some reason. There's chaos in this person's energy. They have all these feelings and emotions, and they're having to kind of put a lid on them. They're having to hold it back. And it's because something's not moving forward here. Let me see the energy between Gemini and this person. The Tower. Oof. Yeah, there's a tower that's happening. Yeah, and I feel like this tower, Gemini, is what is preventing you from moving forward the way you want to. There's some sort of a foundation that is being disrupted. It's being broken down. It's, something is collapsing. Let me see. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting this connection between Gemini and this person. The Eight of Swords, there it is again. That sense of worry, of concern, a lack of clarity, a feeling of having to wait. They're unable to tell you how they feel about things, and there's this fiery new beginning that you can't engage in, and you're both overthinking it. You're both thinking about it constantly, but it has to do with this tower moment. Show me the outcome for Gemini. Four of Cups in the reverse. This is coming out of the daydreaming stage. Yeah, it's coming out of that daydreaming stage and feeling rather drained in the process here. But it's also telling me that you and this person can't stop thinking about each other. There's almost like an obsessive quality that's here. But there's instability, there's chaos, there's a lot of anxiety and worry. So bottom of the deck is the Hermit card. That's underlying energy. You might be dealing with a Virgo. The Hermit card, though, indicates that you're looking, you're soul searching, you're trying to find the answers, which is why we're seeing all this anxiety and overthinking as well. It also indicates a lack of communication. So let me clarify your reading. Why is the Eight of Cups here in reverse for Gemini? The Star card. Now that's their energy. And then you have the Five of Swords. You may have had conflict with this person and it's created this tower moment between the two of you. But you're heavily focused on this person, Gemini, especially if they happen to be an Aquarius. I do feel that you're unable to move forward. This might be what the two of you fought over. Let me see the Ace of Wands reversed. You're both hopeful about this connection, though. All right, we have the Two of Cups. We have the Ten of Coins reversed. Oh, so you feel like this person is your soulmate. You feel like this is your person, but you're going to have to end something that could have been long-term in order to have this connection come together. Or it could be also that you could be worried about finances or money, or it could be family or close friends affecting this, or maybe even an organization. There's definitely something here. And it could be any of those things. It could be a previous connection, family, you know, an organization of some sort, possibly even work-related. Whatever this is affecting your ability to move into this connection. And I do feel like you feel this person is your soulmate, like you're highly focused on them. So if you're not speaking with this person right now, and for some of you, you might not be because of the conflict, you're hoping this person reaches out to you because you're feeling this sense of loss. Let me see the Nine of Swords. Show me the Nine of Swords. All right, we have the Two of Swords reversed, Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups reversed, along with the Page of Swords. Okay, so in your energy, I feel like you're losing sleep. There's a lot of anxiety. I do feel like there has been an ending. There was an ending with this person there was conflict here. It caused a tower moment between you and them. And you have decided that this person wasn't honest with you. They weren't, they weren't completely upfront with you. So I do feel like, and if you haven't said that to them, you're thinking it. It's in your head. It's in your thoughts. You stay awake at night thinking about it. You're feeling emotionally drained by this person, emotionally drained by some sort of deceit that is present here, lying, cheating, and stealing. And so I do feel that you might be doing a little bit of, checking up on this person, looking at their social media, trying to figure out, what's going on with them, particularly late at night, or if you are by yourself and you start thinking. So I do feel that there's something happened between the two of you here that caused this tower moment, and there was conflict involved. So let me look at their energy. Show me the Star card. Show me the Star card for the person in Gemini's energy. You might be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. All right, Knight of Wands and the Empress in the reverse. So this person, I do feel like this person feels that this is an on-again, off-again connection. They might even feel that you have been a little bit either inconsistent, or there's this energy of, them saying, well, maybe Gemini is a player, Either way, they're holding back. They're not nurturing the connection, and it is due to the Tower moment. I do feel like the person in your energy, Gemini, can be a little bit impulsive. And I do feel that they spoke impulsively, especially during this conflict. And then they kind of pulled back all of their you know, emotions and their love. Keep in mind, this person could be a little bit insecure. They're definitely in a poverty mindset right now. So I do feel that they can be quite impulsive. There seems to be some communication that led to this conflict between the two of you, and therefore this Tower moment. I'll clarify the Tower in a moment. Why is the Knight of Cups in reverse? Why is the Knight of Cups in the reverse for the person in Gemini's energy? Okay, again, we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. That's in your outcome. And we have the Death card in the reverse. So this person has deep feelings for you. They have really deep feelings for you. I know you're feeling emotionally drained. They are too. They don't feel like things are over between the two of you. They feel like there's unfinished business. You're both thinking about each other constantly. There's almost this obsessive energy here. But they're holding all those feelings and emotions back. But they're thinking about you constantly. And like I said, it's almost an obsessive energy. Let me see the Six of Swords reversed. Six of Swords reversed. Leo energy. All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Strength card. So this person is in very stuck energy. They're not moving forward. They're stuck. They can't stop thinking about you. So I do feel like they may be trying to work on themselves. They're trying to overcome fears. There's a fear here that they have that you have moved on without them. I don't feel like you have, and I don't feel like they've moved on either. Let me look at the energy between Gemini and this person. Show me the energy between Gemini and this person. The Devil reverse, Capricorn energy, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this person told you you were toxic and that they didn't want to deal with anybody who was toxic, and then they withdrew their energy. Now, I'm not saying you are. I'm saying that's what they're saying. You may feel that there's a soul contract between the two of you, or possibly even a physical contract. I feel like you felt like you were trying to, you know, bring balance to the situation. You were trying to work things out with them, and it just kind of blew up because they spoke rather impulsively, and it blew up into a conflict. At this point, and it caused a Tower moment for both of you, not just one of you, but both of you. At this point, I do feel like you want to work this out with them. You want to bring in the healing, but it's very difficult for you to kind of put the pride aside. So I feel like you definitely want to work things out, though, and I do feel like this person does too. So let me see the Eight of Swords. Show me the Eight of Swords for the person in Gemini's energy. If there is something that is toxic within the connection, if this is like a sneaky link or some sort of toxic energy, because we do have the Seven of Swords, we do have the Devil here. If there is, this person is telling you, I don't want to be part of any kind of toxic energy. All right, we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Hierophant. So there you are, stepping into your power. You're open to talking to this person. You have felt a deep sense of loss. I feel like this person is going to reach out to you. I feel like you're going to be very guarded when you talk to them. But ultimately, Gemini, you want to work this out. And so you're trying to figure out how to navigate this, how to work it out, and still keep, you know, a sense of pride. With the Hierophant here, you could be dealing with a Taurus, but this person there's something to do with commitment. I don't know if you are in another commitment or if this is them wanting commitment from you. But there's something to do with a commitment. This person not wanting to be in any kind of toxic energy, but they don't feel like things are over. They don't feel like things are over. And I do feel like this person could be talking to somebody that is helpful to them in order to try to work through this. They could be talking to a spiritual leader or somebody that they highly respect as well that could be influencing this connection. But I feel like you want to talk to them. You're open to it, but you're very guarded. So your boundaries are way up. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Gemini. One more. Show me the outcome for Gemini. All right. Page of Pentacles reversed, the Four of Swords, and the Hangman. Yeah, there's going to be a period where the two of you are not communicating, not opening up to one another, trying to heal your own energies. I feel like you've already made a decision that, you know, you're open to talking to this person, but I feel like you're going to pull back. There's a sense of pulling back, feeling maybe that you don't have anything to say right now. And that could be based upon something that you saw, or some kind of mistrust, or, you know, something to do with deception. I feel like you've made a decision that right now you just want to not talk to this person. If they reach out to you, you're open to talking to them at that point, but you're not going to be reaching out. You're not going to be coming towards them. That being said, I do feel like you're keeping up with what they're doing. In their energy, I feel like this person is stuck. They have not moved on. They actually want a commitment with you. They feel like things are not over. They talk about you a lot. They think about you a lot. There's almost this obsessive energy, but they're waiting. They're waiting for you to approach them, for you to come towards them. So what I'm seeing is almost this standoff between two people who have had conflict. It's caused a tower moment between both of you. You both have your position. And if the other person approached, you would talk to them, but neither of you want to be the one to approach. And so we go into the end of the week with, you know, this unstable energy, each of you trying to stabilize yourself, heal yourself on your own, but not communicating with one another, and unable to look at the other person's perspective as well. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and this is indicating that this is a really unbalanced situation. I don't know if one of you was breadcrumbing the other, but it's definitely very unbalanced energy. And there's a lack of communication that is continuing because neither of you want to reach out. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card, pulling for the sign of Gemini. Okay, so your card is number 12, and it's called Victim Consciousness. All right, so let me read that for you. I'm using the Heal Yourself reading cards. All right, it says, stop blaming others and take responsibility for what you are creating. It's easy to think that life is unfair and point a finger at others. If you hear yourself saying, life is unfair, bad things always happen to me, I'm not good enough, nobody cares about me, why me, I can't do what I want to do, etc., then you are losing your power. Nourishing your victim aspect and ascertaining your place in the victim club. Your inner victim can stop you from moving forward by creating dramas, making you judge others, telling you that you don't deserve better, and keeping you stuck in a financial rut. You need to build your internal confidence, self-worth, and courage. Get out of your comfort zone and work on expanding and growing in all areas of your life. The light side of the victim archetype is the victorious part, which can help you hold your power without getting angry and attacking others. It can also assist you to create healthy boundaries, which I do see you doing that. It can help you create boundaries and act from a place of honesty, integrity, compassion, and love. All right. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Gemini. If you've resonated with this reading, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you guys in your next reading, Gemini, know that you are loved, and namaste.